Now y'all just can't say nothing that y'all don't want on the YouTube because that's what's gonna happen. All right. This question is to answer what can we as the collective do to prepare for this Pluto in Aquarius energy? So I was led to use my African Goddess Rising deck. I'm going to hop right into this before I do anything else. So the overall energy, which is what I like to use at the bottom of the deck, it is Medusa. Medusa of the deck. And it says rage. Now, I don't feel like we have to necessarily go into a rage. This is what I feel will be happening. Like, this is part of the energy that's, I think, really going to be making way for a lot of us. It's going to be this here rage energy. Let's see what it says in the book about this card of Medusa. It's 23. Okay, here's what it says. My bookmark is of the Divine Feminine deck, Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually, oh wow, listen to this. And I didn't look at these cards before I picked them. I just picked them out and was using them as my bookmark. It says, I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Okay? For myself. Let us continue. Stop it, Pookie. Stop it, Pookie. Pookie, don't you do that now. I don't want to have to embarrass you. Just stay calm, sis. Stay calm. I don't want this air on. Please come. Just, how can I cut you off? Okay. Here's what it says. Medusa's shadow guidance. It says, you are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking. But underneath that, you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. And you can't stay silent anymore. Let your joys, hopes, and beauty... Oh, sorry, baby. Come on, honey. Let your joys, hopes, and beauty rage on. Embodiment says, take a breath, close your eyes, and put both your hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control and flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put your, oh, my baby waving. She said, now, oh, you are so cute, mommy. You just need to quit. Hi, Levi. Says, oh, you have a right. Okay, now put your, okay, mute, please. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to full, no, you have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office or lead protests and shift policies. But unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. So get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean that you are being threatened. The Goddess Declaration says, I have a right to feel my feelings. So it's giving this vibe of maybe there are going to be some things that are happening around this time that Pluto is going to be going into Aquarius that will have us in our feelings where we feel upset, where this energy should move us to use our rage in productive ways. I'm just going to stop right there. Use your rage in productive ways. Period. Now, the main cards that came out in response to my question, I got the Seven Sisters. Hold on, guys. Let me move this baby. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So the two cards that came out in response to my question about what we can do to prepare for this Pluto in Aquarius energy, I got the first card out, which is Seven Sisters, and it says creativity. First of all, I like this because this is definitely, in my opinion, Aquarian energy. of like a social group, you know, being with your soul tribe and or family and friends who you guys share similar ideas about the way that you want to live your life. Okay. And then with the Oshun energy, oh, sorry guys, let me show y'all. With the Oshun energy, we have fearless love here. Fearless love. So let's keep it pushing. Here's what it says from the booklet. 7 sisters, goddess of creativity. Oh, I didn't do this for oh girl. Let me go back to that one and do that real quick. First, it was 23. So let me go back to Medusa really quick because I'm about to say the location that she's connected with. So the location Medusa is connected with is Libya. Libya. The temple is the temple of shadows and the element is that of fire. So yeah. In this, with the 7 sisters, the location that they are associated with is New Orleans. The temple is conjurers. And the element is that of air. Here's what it says about them. I'm giving a little background with them, and then we're going to go into the breakdown. It says the 7 sisters were a mystical New Orleans family of identical master psychics and conjure women who never aged. But were they? Were the 7 sisters one shape-shifting woman or 7? Time will never tell. Okay, it's a little confusing, but hey, that's their story. Also, this is the bookmark that I did not look at that's here, and it is Iana, and she is the queen of heaven and earth. And it says, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. If that ain't some truth for you coming out, that's some truth. Aquarius is the planet of Uranus. Uranus can be about shocking things. Uranus, the homosexuals, and I hate to say it just like that, but I'm so weird right now. Those who were considered homosexual back in the day, they used to actually be called Uranians. So it's just all about shaking up the status quo in a way that is usually very shocking. Okay? And unheard of at the time. So I don't know. Something about that may be important, you know. Oh, what have you. Moving on. 7 Sisters guidance says, create, create, create. You come, oh, and let's be clear. I'm sorry. I have to go back to that energy as well because, you know, New Orleans is a place that a lot of that type of activity does actually happen. Yeah. Moving on. Create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creatrix and creative force. The embodiment. You are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power that creates planets. So yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing. Birthing is manifesting. Oh, Goddess declaration. I am a creative visionary. Something that me and my little sisters here that are on this phone together, one thing that we were discussing a little bit earlier about this potential energy that's coming in with this Pluto and Aquarius is basically the need for us to be able to create, because we're going to have a freedom. Now, for some people, this freedom might be forced upon us, or it may come across as like a lot of restrictions and a lot of things are going to be taken away from us. But the good thing about it is it's going to cause us to create more. It's going to cause us to have to get into this bag of what we already possess in us and really what we want. And we're going to have to make things happen for ourselves, which for some people, they feel like I've been waiting on this. I'm ready. You know, this only been what I've been preparing for a while now, or maybe even all of our lives. some of us are ready to be free. You know, and like I said, it may come because Saturn is connected to Aquarius, and Saturn deals with karma, and it can deal with things like restrictions or lessons that are cyclical. But with it being in Aquarius, it gives me this air of our individuality. Some people are gonna have to be forced to tap into that. Some people are gonna be forced to have to march to the beat of their own drum, because maybe they've been just going with the status quo this entire time, but the status quo about to be shooken. And so now you're gonna have to figure out for yourself and for anybody that's connected to you what matters. So I'm gonna shut up with that. So that's why tapping into your lineage, tapping into your ancestors is gonna be really important to help progress you forward. Moving on, I digress. Let's go into the Oshun guidance. And from the booklet as the bookmark, we have Hestia. And it says, the goddess of sanctuary. The goddess of sanctuary. It says, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So I don't know why I'm feeling like it's possible that a lot of people could be put out of homes because of what may happen in this shift. A lot of people may feel like they're losing their home, but the truth is it could be freeing them and liberating them to be able to live in a way that they really have maybe in their soul always desired to live, but they didn't know. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no real idea what's going to happen. I'm just sharing what I'm feeling. People could literally lose jobs. They could lose homes and have to, downsize, or they may have to literally find a totally new, more shocking, independent way to live. Okay? Some of us may find ourselves living in tents or having to build. Somebody saying something. I heard someone say something. So with that being said, what home looks like may begin to be different. Remember, Hestia, the bookmark, literally said, the goddess of sanctuary. Home is wherever I am. And I understand that home begins within me. So some of us may have to go in a forest somewhere. Some of us may have to literally, what people are calling, live off grid. That may become a real thing for some people. Some people may have to get forced into that way of living, but it really could wind up being the best thing that ever happened. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Moving on, here's what it says in the book, though. I'm sorry, that was just from her. Oshun, goddess of fearless love. The location is Yoruba energy, Nigeria, the Yoruba tribe of Nigeria. The temple is the lovers, and the element is that of water. Goddess Oshun is the exalted Orisha or deity of honey, sweet waters, love, sensuality, fertility, and beauty. But the Yoruba lady of goals, anger, and jealousy can also flood and destroy. So we might experience actual flooding could happen, which could be a catastrophe for some, and for others, it's the best thing. Again, it just depends on the way that we look at this. Now, hold on, y'all. I heard this oven beep, and I'm also trying to multitask because we are hungry over here. Got to feed baby girl and myself. So I'm going to put y'all on a pause. I'll be right back. Ooh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm really back this time. Here we go. It says... Okay, so where I was at, I was talking about how it's possible that we could hear about possible natural disasters such as flooding and stuff like that. Okay, here's Oshun's guidance. Dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. So a lot of self-love and self-care. And allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. Oh my God, yes. Here's the embodiment. You are love, and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. So love languages, maybe. People really being honest about those, learning about those, and implementing them maybe in our connections with everyone as well as love. romantic partner, sorry. You are worthy of a love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. And I feel like that's the type, I know for a fact, like this, the way that this lady is describing this is exactly kind of what I wish I could share with my current love bug, the current man that I'm with. Like, this is what I want. And I've said it, but in my own words. It's like, I want to be with someone where we get to grow together. And I'm talking about in spirituality, which in essence to me is like our consciousness growing. Anyway, that's what I would like. And to me, that is excitement. Okay. Here we go. It says, Goddess declaration. I give love. I receive love. I am love. So those are the messages from, so a lot of love here is showing up. Love of self first, I think is going to be really important as well. Okay, so that's that from that deck. So creativity, which you're going to have to tap into yourself for that as well. See, and that's giving all the Aries energy. All the Aries energy. By the time Pluto goes into Aquarius, not that it matters, North Node is going to be in Aries. Chiron is in Aries. And Chiron is about healing the self, if you ask me. Healing wounds that we may have received in our youth, surrounding maybe our physical body, our appearances, or just like our childlike nature. Our image of ourselves. And then with the North Node in Aries, for some of us, that deals with once we get authentic with ourselves, maybe looking like what we want to look like, feeling like what we want to feel like, that's going to help us to manifest from a place of authenticity. And from there, we can really do whatever we want. I feel like a lot of us are going to be the first of something. There's going to be something that we're going to be doing that it'll be the first of its kind, either in this particular age or just within our families or our soul tribe or for ourselves. So moving on, let's get more into this reading, shall we? Now with the traditional tarot, oh, I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck for that. At the bottom of the deck, I got the 9 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So there's going to be, and then the Ace of Pentacles is here too. There's going to be this Nine of Cups. That's about wish fulfillment. It's about self-contentment, filling up your own cup. And this is the cup that happened. This is what happens just after going on this journey, emotionally detaching from someone because you feel like a cup was missing. After the 8 of Cups, you get the 9 of Cups. You find out what was missing. What was missing? Oh, it was me. Me loving myself was missing. Me doing whatever I felt that I needed to do for me. That's what was missing. When we do that, then we can experience true contentment. Because it was never outside, right? It was whatever we needed. We needed to consult with ourselves. So that was something I feel that is a new skill set that could have been coming in or that we're tapping into. And if that's not the new skill set, and if that's not what we were doing, it is us getting into our strength, our confidence. That's what's coming along. Once we deal with this energy and we start walking in this 9 of Cups energy, the Page of Pentacles begins to emerge. And it's like a new skill set that we have to kind of work out. It's a muscle. We got to practice. We're going to be doing it a little bit at first, but it's going to come right along. Once it's all said and done, we are going to be authentic. We are going to be confident. Once you're confident, you can manifest whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want. I also am hearing being clear about something. It's going to bring a lot of clarity where there may have been indecisiveness. So in keeping with this question of what can we do to prepare, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cards fall out of the deck. So I took them all. The first card that hit the table, Two of Swords. When you are in the Two of Swords energy, one may be tempted to not make a decision at all. Just let some stuff happen. Let the chips fall where they may. And maybe that may actually be what we have to do here, because you don't know what choice to make. You feel like there are two different ways that you can look at this thing, two different ways that things could actually play out. And with you having that information, you choose, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. And look, to be clear, not making a choice is also a choice. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles as the next card that came out. So what I feel like, maybe someone needs to be still, because there's some more information that still needs to be revealed. Or the decision may need to be that you need to make a choice one way or the other, so that you're not going back and forth. It depends on what makes sense for you. We have the Four of Pentacles here. For some people, this is about saving. For some people, this is about being resourceful. When I say saving, I'm also hearing the word preserving. So being careful with your resources here. Being careful with your resources. This also could indicate somebody holding on to this, to a connection of some sort, or holding on because they're not sure of what to do. The next card that came out was the Ace of Wands, and then the Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, one understanding I can have of this Four of Wands being in the reverse, it's possible that someone could lose a house. The real estate market could take a hit. Okay. If that's not the case, the good part of the Four of Wands being in reverse is that the energy of the Four of Wands in the upright is just magnified. So people could be moving in together. There could be weddings abounding. There could be just these communities being built and everyone is happy. It's like camaraderie and friendship and commitment to oneness and to whatever it is that everybody in the community agrees upon having, right? This is that in abundance, in excess. A lot of merriment, possibly. The Ace of Wands is all about a new, inspiring, passionate opportunity being presented. It's something that Spirit is doing on our behalf. Now, this is also fire signs, so there could be things that are also going to be destroyed, right? But this destruction is going to be bringing, like, still a lot of good energy. Hold on, guys. I got to go get the pizza out. It is time. Guys, guess who's back at the table with us? Hopefully I won't have to fight her about these cards. But as of now, you want to get out? Okay, go ahead, baby. So I was talking about fire. You want to give it here? Go back in there and get your tablet. Cause I'm not. Go back in there for a little while. Watch your tablet. There we go. Because I got to let the pizza cool off anyway. Okay. So here we go. Fire is a motivator, but it is also something that destroys. So it is destruction that might move to action. I'll say that like that. But it's a gift from the universe. Aces tend to be gifts from Spirit. It's a sudden, maybe even shocking opportunity that is to be grasped. And with this being a wand, we're going to have to hop on this, and the energy is going to feel like urgent. Okay. So yeah, so I'm feeling this energy of pulling together resources. Some people may lose a house or land and stuff like that, and then they may have to decide, oh my God, we need to pull our stuff together, and that may be the way that that they are helped, preserved. Now, the last card that came out following the Four of Wands in the reverse is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is that energy of, to me, ancestral wealth. I feel like it is family working every day, day in, day out. Everybody has a responsibility or a role that they play in the running of the household. And because that seems to begin to, everybody do learn their part and they get it and they start to be dependable and reliable in that area, it causes for the whole house to run smoothly. Ten of Pentacles is also inheritance, like literally jackpot. That's jackpot energy. So I feel like there's going to be a release of wealth. Like we may not, oh yeah, okay, transfer of wealth, release of wealth and abundance. Resources though, this may not come in the form of like you getting a job or something like that. No, this is gonna be money coming in all of a sudden, or some type of risk that you take winds up being a really good investment. Okay, this is what I call ancestor approved relationship too. This is what most people would look at like maybe a relationship of like it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense that we're together. Both parties, if you ask me, bring work, the ability to work together. I'm also getting something about the Five of Pentacles as well, because it's one person who bringing Five of Pentacles energy possibly, you know, and another person bringing the Five of Pentacles. You can also look at that as Four of Pentacles energy and Six of Pentacles energy coming together. That's weird. I've never done that before, but whatever. I just see it as a successful working family unit. A successful working family unit. That's just important. I see two dogs here. I see an elder here. That's what gives me the ancestor energy. And I see a child. This is a beautiful energy though. This is like, I could wake up and do this every day with you. To me, I'm feeling like the 10 of Pentacles is like that energy of the 10th house. Like being recognized for the work that you put in, being recognized for the effort, being recognized for the resources that you have, for what you're doing in your community. But most importantly, and we'll see when we tap into this energy more, it won't be in this reading because I don't want this is already long for some people. So 10 of Pentacles, beautiful energy to end with. Now we're going to go into the encouraging messages that I got from my Oracle deck. This card was in the reverse. So it could either mean that there was a blockage of it or that this will have already happened. So I'm going to turn it up right so I can hear it. So, I mean, read it. Hear it? Really? Okay. Shell Fossil. I'll let you see this card too, Bribuski. Shell Fossil is right here. And this is the Archangel Jophiel connected. But here's what it says. Are you ready to uncover memories or wisdom stored within your consciousness? So maybe the reason that this could have been in the reverse energy is because this will have already started happening maybe, or it will have already happened. A lot of information is going to be opened up and abundant for us about the ancestors, the truth of maybe just so much truth. That's all I can say. So much truth. Memories are going to be coming back to people like maybe never even before. It says spiral inward to understand your dreams and visions. Recognize the value of the past and use it as a stepping stone for the future. If y'all knew that I just read something to my friend, my sister friend earlier in my book. This is my notebook for channeling, right? Literally, all in all, this is what we kind of talked about, how I feel like Spirit wants us to go back to a way that we used to live. And us going back that way is actually going to somehow be propelling us forward in this age. That's so dope. Bless you, mommy. So, using it as a stepping stone for the future. You have much wisdom inherent within you, so use it. Let's go ahead and look at the affirmation. It says, wisdom is stored in my cells and my bones. So, boom. Let's talk about how I feel like for some of us. Remember, I was mentioning how some of us, oh, my boo thing is calling me. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, almost done. Wisdom is stored in my cells and bones. I am conscious of my intelligence. I tap into ancestral knowledge. Okay, so this was finna happen, y'all. You remember how I was saying the way that we go forward is by looking back? What's about to happen in this Pluto in Aquarius energy for a lot of us those of us who are going to begin to flourish in this time that's coming, it's going to be because we're tapping into the ancestors that are within us, and they're going to give us information that we need to basically sustain ourselves. That's what's going to happen. And we just going to be literally pulling stuff from back then into the now. And people are going to be like, oh, wow, that's so forward thinking and it's so innovative. But the truth is, all we did was went back to the whole past and brought it into this age. And because they hadn't seen it yet, right, it's going to seem like it's brand spanking new, but it ain't new. Moving on. And it looks like intelligence. It looks like intelligence. And really it is. It's intel. It's information that we're being gifted. We're being gifted this information. And mind you, let me also be very clear. This is bloodline shit. Whatever your bloodline is attached to, you're going to be drawing from that information attached to your bloodline. This is not some stuff that you can fake. Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm feeling myself getting hyped. It says, meditation comes naturally, and I go within for guidance every day. I integrate and process all that I perceive, which is another word for all that I see, all that I hear, with ease. Ooh, that's just one card. We got one more, and then I'm also, listen, I forgot to do the doggone overall energy. The overall energy, the crystal is Solicite, and the archangel is Gabriel. Here's what it says. Are you trying to process a lot of information? I believe the answer is going to be yes, because we're going to be having to tap into our ancestors like all the time. It's going to legit be how we, not only that, I think that even with the media, we're going to be getting a lot of information that way as well. Okay. And then we have each other. So we're going to have a lot of different messages coming at us. So yes, of course, we are going to be trying to process a lot of information. Take the time to sort out all that is happening. Write in your journal. Make it your intention to remember your dreams. Record your thoughts and memories upon waking. Find peace as you process each nugget of information, awareness, and spiritual growth. Here's the affirmation connected to Archangel Gabriel. Meditation is a normal part of my day. So on a mass scale, okay, I feel like we're going to be hearing more and more and more about meditation, the need for it. There are going to probably be more mass meditations or group collective meditations. What is the word I'm looking for? Is it corporate that I'm looking? That may be what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about where there's a bigger group of people coming together to do one thing. So anyway, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot more of that. It says my crown, third eye, and throat chakras are balanced and aligned. That means that I receive information from the higher ups. I can see it, and then I can speak it. That's all you need for manifestation. Let me stop. Let me not get ahead of myself. My intuition is intact. I consciously request and accept the help of angels. My life flows easily with grace. That's the overall energy that's going to be hovering over us and enveloping us in this when this Pluto and Aquarius energy happens. This is for some collective. I'll say that it's connected to me and those who are going to resonate with these messages. Last but not least, the actual card that came out. The second card, we have the crystal of Morganite. And it says this: are you ready to attract the best of everything? If only you guys could have been in the conversation that I was having with my soul tribe and my two sisters earlier. And I feel like those who are watching this reading, you're going to say yes. You're going to say heck yes. Here we go. Do you believe the best is yet to come? So I have to say it like this too, because like for some people, this Pluto energy is going to be their demise. It's going to be their downfall. It's going to be their destruction. But for others of us, this is going to be our setup, our come up, our life-changing event that is going to put us right where we have always known we were supposed to be. Just know that, okay? Know that. Make a clear decision to manifest the good in this moment. Don't wait until tomorrow. You are being called to experience spirituality in everyday living. See all the love that is in everything. And you know what, y'all? Thinking about this Aquarian energy too, people be thinking of Aquarians don't have emotions and they don't have feelings. And that's really not true. Aquarians are the humanitarian. So they have to have some feelings and emotions. It's just theirs is broader. It's not just maybe between one and two people. They're thinking about her and him and him and him and her. You know, they're thinking about multiple people and they're thinking about a broader picture. It's not just the people who are present right now. They're thinking about maybe even those who are going to come in the next generation. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Moving on. The Archangel Uriel is connected to this card and this affirmation. It says, I am blessed with irresistible love and spiritual affluence. I remember when I first had got this card, I had to look up the word affluence. And it means wealth. So I am blessed with irresistible love and spiritual wealth. All that I need is always within my reach. And extraordinary love and amazing wealth are always available to me. I have an abundance of spiritual helpers ready to assist me in all areas of my life. And that is what, for those of us who are connected to this reading, this is what we're going to experience. If this is where you end, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. For those who want to see the extended of this, which is where I go into clarifying all the cards that came out, then you'll want to probably look at the description below. Okay, that is the end of this reading. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time. Okay, let me know how it resonated for you in the comments below. It is my pleasure. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony first in ourselves and then within our world. Bye, you guys.